MLB The Show's coverage of Major League State of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Today, a spring training matchup between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Philadelphia Phillies. With that, a look at John Gibbons' lineup for the visiting Blue Jays. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, I've got an eye on Troy Tulowitzki. He always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him. Whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the ninth inning with 2 outs, his approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
Jeremy Hellickson gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, in his last start, he was a bit wild. Ended up walking 4 guys. Hopefully he can find the strike zone, be a little better here in this one.
With a moment now, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
In now, Alex Rios, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Hellickson gets the sign, 1-1 on its way. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Our temperature, hot but not overly hot, 87 degrees here at first pitch. Hit in the air to left field. Ashe giving chase, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he's in at second base with a first inning double.
Boy, that's an ideal start to the afternoon right here. If nothing else, you want to let this pitcher know that you mean business. And I think this is going to get his attention right away as he kicks things off with 2 bases.
Stepping in now, Devin Travis. 1-2.
Well, there's the location you want right there. If that ball gets hit, it's going to be on the ground.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, Simmons is one of those umpires that can be a little inconsistent, but I think his strike zone is one that can benefit both pitchers and hitters. It just depends on what part of the zone the pitch is located.
Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. Rios will round third and head for home. Now a long throw home. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
Batting third, shortstop.
At the plate, Troy Tulowitzki. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Nobody out, runner on first. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit. So the first 3 batters of the ball game hit safely against him here, and he's going to need to turn things around in a hurry before things get out of hand. Jose Bautista digs in here for his first appearance. Drilled on the ground to short. Galvis, great stop. To second for 1. On to first, a double play.
And that's a huge double play there from a pitcher's point of view. You've got a run in against you already. You're still in trouble with 2 on and nobody out. But now you can at least take a breath out there and try to work out of this with just 1 run scoring.
Andy Burns gets his first shot now, trying to cash in with a runner at third and 2 gone.
Yeah, and all he needs to do here is find a hole anywhere.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the one. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Phillies coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Steve, how do they send these fans home happy here today?
Well, you get multiple runners on base, so you don't have to have the long ball in order to hang a crooked number on them. You need to avoid the double plays when they do get guys on.
Tim Lincecum is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you've got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
And with that, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Leading off the inning, W. Herrera, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy up, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And Lincecum can't find the target on that one as he runs the count full now at 3-2.
Well, when it's warm like this, you really have to keep the ball down. Try to keep guys from hitting it in the air because it will absolutely carry. That's 2 pitches in a row that were elevated.
Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Yeah, they went to the slider there on 3-2, and that's a pitch where you're really hoping a hitter will see fastball and swing through it.
But it didn't work out that time. He winds up losing him.
Michael Franco takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I mean, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
Lincecum with a check at first and a dive, but he's back. Into the box now, Ryan Howard. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for Philadelphia. They trail this one 1-0. Edwin Encarnacion makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the 2nd.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Hellickson sets his sights, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. And this is a ball to Encarnacion, 2-1 now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Lowe has a read on it, makes the play, 1 away.
Batting 7th, the catcher, number 55, Russell
Martin steps in now. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Into the box, Kevin Pillar. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Mission accomplished there with 2 away. You just want to give your pitcher a chance to hit here this inning instead of leading off the next one. He does it with a solid single there.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and it'll be up to the left-handed hitting Tim Lincecum to extend the inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
2 out with the man at first. A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays held in check. It's 1-0. Cody Ashe will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Chopped weakly to the left. Burns gloves it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Yeah, on a slow chopper like that, that is the third baseman's ball if he can get to it. He's got the momentum going the right way towards first base, so he'll just cut right in front of the shortstop and make that play to first.
Stepping in now, David Lowe. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Batting 7th, catcher.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and stepping in is the catcher, Carlos Ruiz. 1-1, here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball. Bautista on the run. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. So a very good inning there for Tim Lincecum. Still working on a 1-0 lead. Back at Marlins Park for the 3rd inning as we get a nice aerial view of Miami Beach's Art Deco district. So it's back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring in the right-handed hitting Alex Rios. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Hellickson steps into his windup. Here's the 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. To third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Well, nothing too out of the ordinary right there. He just doesn't look this one into his glove. And now all of a sudden, they've got a man on here to begin this inning.
In now, Devin Travis. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Aboard at first is Rios with nobody out. On the move is Rios. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And they're not going to get Rios. It's a stolen base.
And we'll give you an isolation look at this one from our camera down in the third base well. You'll see he's not looking back. This is a straight steal, and he's into second with no one out.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
And if you're going to work away with a two-seam fastball, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. Here, as you can see, he starts it on the corner, so you know what's going to happen. It's going to leak right back out over the heart of the plate. And that's a mistaken location, pure and simple.
Into the box now, Troy Tulowitzki. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Tulowitzki is retired, and there's one away.
Yeah, and that turns out to be a nice little play there behind the plate. They get the swing through for strike three, but then he's got to get the out over there at first base and make sure that nobody else advances. And he's able to accomplish both of those tasks.
Standing in now, Jose Bautista. Fastball is looked at for strike two.
And this would be a big time to pick up back-to-back strikeouts if you can get it.
Runners are at second and third with one down. And this one gets away. That could be a run. And it is a run.
Well, with two strikes here, he's hoping to get this guy fishing for something, and he needs the strikeout. But if you're going to throw that pitch, you better make darn sure your catcher can block it. And here, it gets away, and it's going to cost him a run.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Here's one that misses, and down to first goes Bautista. It's ball four.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3-2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
Andy Burns is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
And this is a big-time strikeout situation right here, so they're going to be shooting for the same result, no doubt about it.
Here's the 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
Now, with runners at the corners and two strikes, this is a spot where you got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Runners are at first and third, one away. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Swing and a ball driven to deep left center. The outfielders give chase, but this home run. So a 3-run shot to left center, and the Blue Jays are running away with it here. It's now a 5-0 ball game.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. Stepping in now, Edwin Encarnacion. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But the walk here is only going to make things worse.
Stepping in, Russell Martin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 4 runs here in this half inning. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Ashe on the move. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Boy, these are the kind of days where even I want to grab a bat. Everybody in that offense is hitting the ball hard somewhere.
Kevin Pillar will dig in. He singled his first time around. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Hit slowly back to the mound. Throw in time for the third out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We played 2.5. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Phillies nothing. Leading off the inning, Freddie Galvis, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
2-1. And a good pitch there as he got him to go after one in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Martin gathers. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Batting 9th.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Get some fishing for it. Then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
Into the box, Jeremy Hellickson. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the move is Pillar. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
I thought for a second that this might make a dent in both the hit and the run column, but he didn't quite get all of it. It's probably the best swing, though, they've had so far.
W. Herrera will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Yeah, looks like he's going to be all right, but boy, late in spring training, the last thing you want to see is your guys getting hit by a pitch. I think he'll survive, but that always causes you to hold your breath a little.
Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
Not turned loose there. I thought that he might be swinging with 2 away, but apparently not.
Drilled right back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
And even with our score where it is, I mean, this game is not over. You know, if they can chip away, maybe get a run or two here, they can get right back in this ball game before you know it.
Michael Franco stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Lifted in the air to center field. Pillar's there, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More spring training baseball from Florida following this. Tim Lincecum is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2.
Well, I don't know if that was just discipline or whether he just wasn't going to swing the bat at all. At least he's making him throw a few pitches.
Hellickson's ready. Here's the 2-2. To short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, not really all that tough a play heading up the middle, but you see it takes a funny little hop there at the end, and this will be scored as an error.
Adam Morgan will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with the runner at first and nobody out.
Adam Morgan.
In now, Alex Rios. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Under it is Ashe, and he'll put it away for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman Travis.
At the plate, Devin Travis. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And that came after a long battle at the plate. And he was able to stay patient and finally got a pitch that he could drive.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Line to the right side. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Well, anybody who calls this place home will tell you this is not a home run hitting park, but it will give up its share of doubles. And this one moves runners to second and third now as they're looking to cash in.
Troy Tulowitzki will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
Hit hard to the right. Foul. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Hit hard down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. The run scores from second. It's 7-0.
The right fielder, number 19, Jose Bautista.
Jose Bautista will stand in. He took home a Silver Slugger Award for American League outfielders a year ago. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Long throw to third.
Third baseman, number 1, Andy Burns.
Andy Burns steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. 7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Bounce to first. Oh, and this goes right past him. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. It's 8-0.
And now that's already 8 runs they've pushed across the plate here in the first few innings. And I don't know what's gotten into these guys, but they've definitely had the bats working so far.
Edwin Encarnacion stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. And this is a ball to Encarnacion. 2-1 now. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
All even now, 2-2. Three runs already home here. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Russell Martin will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. And this pitch is taken by Martin as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Hot shot to third. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. 1 run is scored. The tag from Ruiz, and he is nailed at the plate.
Well, the runner from third winds up just walking home on the base hit here, but they try to wave the second runner in, and a good throw is going to wind up nailing him at home plate.
Stepping in now, Kevin Pillar. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. 2 down, runners at first and second. And that misses 2 and 2.
And now, as a reliever, you've got to go out and give 100% and focus on the task at hand. And you can't let the emotion enter into the equation, or it'll mess up your concentration, and things will get even worse.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Ashe sprinting after it. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Blue Jays on top, 9-0. Ryan Howard comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
1 and 2 now. So that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And Howard will wisely lay off that one as it's back to 2 and 2 now. And Lincecum can't find the target on that one as he runs the count full now at 3 and 2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And a swing and a miss by Howard, and the big guy can't make contact. There's 1 away.
And after that 4-run inning really broke this thing open, now as a pitcher you have a luxury of going right after guys. You don't have to worry so much about making that perfect pitch. If you give up a hit, big deal. You got a cushion behind you.
Digging in to try it again, Cody Ashe. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1 and 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lays off. 2 and 2 now. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3 and 2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0 and 2 to 3 and 2, and that last one wasn't even close.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, right now he is just carving them up, dare I say, like a Thanksgiving turkey. That's 7 strikeouts already, and he's made it look easy so far.
David Lowe stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Fly ball out toward right field. Bautista giving chase. That'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. David Buchanan will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Tim Lincecum will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Buchanan steps into his windup. Here's the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And another foul ball. 1-2. Here it comes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Too high, ball 3.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Oh, and he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
And this is where, as a pitcher, you've got to approach each inning like it's an entirely new ball game. If you start dwelling on the deficit you're in right now, the hole that you've already dug yourself into, you're bound to make some more mistakes and just compound the problems. So that was a good start to a new inning right here.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the right-handed hitting Alex Rios. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ashe has a beat on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, second baseman, Devin Travis.
Devin Travis steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he's done a great job of getting 2 quick outs here, but the key now is to finish off this inning. Don't let these middle-of-the-order guys get a rally going.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. Oh, way to get dirty in time.
Oh, love it.
3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. We're back with more from the Grapefruit League after this. R.A. Dickey is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 43, R.A. Dickey.
Carlos Ruiz is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Knuckleball, strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate, 1 away. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1 and 2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it and winds up an easy pop-out.
Andres Blanco will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 4, Andres Blanco.
No runs, just 1 hit, and 2 errors so far on the Philadelphia line score. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. After the break, don't go away. Troy Tulowitzki will start things off. It's the Blue Jays 9 and the Phillies nothing. Michael Marriott will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. And here is Troy Tulowitzki. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the sixth. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his third hit in 4 trips, all of them singles. And he's been a tough out all game long.
Now to the plate, Jose Bautista. He singled his last time up. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Tap foul at home plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Right over the top here with the 4-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Andy Burns will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1.
Ball 3.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
When you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and start throwing some strikes.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
It might not be a bad time to have a look over to first. Make sure they don't have any ideas of trying to send him to keep out of the double play.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. Hot shot towards the hole. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Not much more to say here. I mean, this has just been an awful performance from these guys. Top to bottom. They can't hit the ball, they can't catch the ball, and they can't throw the ball. Nothing has gone right. They got to be thinking, this one, it can't end soon enough.
Edwin Encarnacion will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Here it is on 3-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it low. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, you accomplished 2 things on that last swing. Number 1, obviously you drive in that run with the sacrifice fly. But because that ball was hit so deep, it allows the second runner to move up another 90 feet as well.
Russell Martin gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. A man on third with 2 down. Out in front here is Martin as this one winds up finding the seats in left. Foul. And he chased it in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the one. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Blue Jays 10 and the Phillies nothing. Aaron Sanchez makes his way toward the mound now as he'll appear in his sixth ball game of the spring.
Aaron Sanchez.
W. Herrera will stand in to lead things off here in the Philadelphia sixth.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Shot towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Around first, heading for second now. Around second. He'll try for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Well, they've been held off the scoreboard so far, but it'll be tough not to cash this one in. He's not stopping going around second. He's going to make it all the way up to third here on the leadoff triple.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez. Got him swinging in the dirt, and he makes the throw to first. Hernandez is retired, and there's one away.
Yeah, and that turns out to be a nice little play there behind the plate. They get the swing through for strike three, but then he's got to get the out over there at first base and make sure that nobody else advances. And he's able to accomplish both of those tasks.
Into the box, Michael Franco. Drilled to first. Taken in by Encarnacion. Step on the bag for one.
Well, with one away now, he had to make sure that that leadoff triple didn't go for naught. So he had one job here. Get the ball on the ground or get something up in the air to the outfield. And he comes through here to drive in the run.
Brett Cecil will come in and pitch now.
Number 27, Brett Cecil.
Ryan Howard bats now and will try to start over with the bases empty and two away following the RBI ground out.
And all he's looking for right now is a pitch that he can drive somewhere. You got to get on base and preferably in scoring position, so maybe he can get his teammates to drive him in.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. So one run, one hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We're through six full. Toronto leads this one 10-1. Florida, this one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Alec Ashby will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Ashby.
Ready now, Kevin Pillar. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the payoff pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called, one away.
Boy, and just a great call that time to turn to the changeup. That's one of those at the plate where you don't even wait for the umpire to make the call. You know you're a goner.
Chris Colabello will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Colabello.
Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
1 out, nobody on. Drilled to the right side. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Yeah, he had a chance to put him away. Had him down 0-2. Tried to get him to chase a couple of times, but he wouldn't do it. And he winds up making contact on a good pitch there.
Alex Rios will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. To short, hit hard. Galvis is there. To second for 1. Relay to Howard, and it's in time. The double play, that ends the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. Pat Neshek will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Pat Neshek.
Peter Borges is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
Darren Ruff will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Good battle. Count remains full. And he lays off. Ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
And you can see the reaction on the mound. He's saying there is no way that pitch was outside. And it's a call I've got to have. Got to put that behind you, though, and move on.
Carlos Ruiz will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, this is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes.
You got a full count.
Boy, look at that thing dart. It's full now, 3-2.
No reason not to go for broke now. What do you got to lose?
And this is swung on and missed by Ruiz as he set down on strikes, 2 away.
Believe me, it's way too soon to start worrying about how a guy's hitting. Even though this is 2 strikeouts for him now, spring training is mostly about just getting your body ready for the season, getting used to being in there day after day.
I don't think he'll be too worried about his stats. At least he shouldn't be.
In now, Freddie Galvis. Down the first baseline. And Encarnacion will take this to the bag, and the inning is over. Phillies strand one. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Peter Borges will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 17.
Darren Ruff will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Number 18, Darren Ruff.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Luis Garcia will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Devin Travis strides in, grounded out his last time through. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Josh Donaldson will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Donaldson.
In the air out toward right field. Ruff is camped under this one. And that's out number 2. A good afternoon of spring training baseball thus far as you get a look there at our line score through the first 7. Jose Bautista ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And foul. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. Randy Choate will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Randy Choate.
Trey Turner is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
Trey Turner.
Cameron Rupp will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe 4-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
The 2-2 pitch. Bounce towards the second baseman. Travis is up with it, throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder, W. Herrera.
Taylor Featherston will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Featherston.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Travis fields it cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Yeah, and it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Darnell Sweeney will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Sweeney.
And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes.
Oh, and he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Hit hard to the right side. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Darnell Sweeney will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Second base, number 24, Darnell Sweeney.
Elvis Aranjo will come on now in a mop-up role, as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Quinn will also come in now as he takes over out in center. Corey Seaver will try to get his club a little ninth inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
Now batting, the first
Oh,
baseman.
this one could have been trouble. But that's a nice play behind the plate to clear himself of the runner and then make a good throw on to first base to get the putout.
Stepping in now, Edwin Encarnacion. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. With 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Russell Martin ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Ready on 1-2. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, with 2 outs and nobody on, the best way to make a team pay for hitting you is to come around and score. Let's see what they can do.
Ready for another chance? Kevin Pillar. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A runner on first with 2 away. Very weakly on the ground. Throw onto the big fella Howard at first, and with that, the inning is over. 1 left for Toronto. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. Corey Seaver is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 5.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Robert Osuna will come in now working with a huge get some work in here. Jorge Alfaro will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the ninth. And they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Full count, here it comes. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Ready now with the payoff pitch. In the air, down the left field line and deep. Rios on the run, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Well, I'll tell you what, this won't look like a whole lot in the box score, but anytime you can make a pitcher use up 8 pitches to get you out, you've done your job as a hitter.
Ryan Howard will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for Philadelphia, left fielder, Peter Borges.
Peter Borges is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Hey, that's a great job to work out the walk there. That's one thing managers like to see. You got to die hard at the plate, even down to your final out. You never know in this game.
Darren Ruff will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls. Number 2 will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Two men are on with 2 men out. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. And he is out at the plate. Trying to get a little too greedy when he didn't need to be, and this ball game is over.
Yeah, this one started out with some promise, but it winds up as a laugher as they cruise home with a 9-run victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Tim Lincecum. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he turned in a really good performance. His fastball had some good life to it. He really mixed his speeds well, and he kept guys guessing all throughout.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Blue Jays come out on top 10-1. So long from South Florida.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays. 10 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For Philadelphia, 1 run on 3 hits. 3 errors. They left 6 runners on base. The winning pitcher is Tim Lincecum. The loss goes to Jeremy Hellickson. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 23 minutes. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, and please drive home safely.